Welcome by a new live stream. Let's see if it is going to work. Of course it's going to work, but it's still we can still have technical difficulties, of course. But we are live and it's showing up in YouTube now, so let's wait for some viewers. And I probably fixed the audio problems from last stream because I'm using a different cable and I monitored the audio. Hi, hello Mr. Hardware and Mr. Crocodile. Yes, more retro computing. How are you both doing? Hi Ninja, how are you? How is the sound? Is there a buzzing noise at the background or is it clean sound? You probably can hear my server, but last time there was a buzz. Or at least it's morning here. Okay, where do you live and what time is it? Because here it's now three wait, how do you say the time in English? 3 and 40 minutes. So 24, it's here 24/4, yeah. US 9:39. Okay. France, yeah, I'm in the same time zone as France. Sounds clear. Nice. I live in South Africa and it's 12 AM. Cool. So we have 9 viewers right now. Awesome. So, does anyone have questions? Because let's talk about old computers, and of course I'm gonna talk about a video that is gone a little bit viral on my channel. And I made a new 3DFX Voodoo user group on Facebook. So you can all join that group and the link is in the description. You should play Fortnite. No, because then I don't have any time for making videos. 8:40 PM here. And where is it here? Are you somewhere in Brazil or something? I don't have Facebook. Ah, too bad. You don't miss anything about Facebook, only the user groups and the groups on Facebook are really great. So let's see, I just post on Retro Machines that I'm live. I'm from Argentina, it's 10:40 AM. Oh, nice. Did you will build a PC with your Pentium Pro motherboard when she will be repaired? Yeah, I'm gonna make a machine of that in a really tiny AT tower and then some nice hardware. So that will be a machine, but the RTC chip must be repaired or replaced or modified before I can get it up and running. But the board is good and no problem, so it's worth saving it. Did you see my comment on the Pentium Pro board? Yeah, probably I read it, but I didn't reply. I'm not sure the Dallas chip is really broken. Yeah, I need to see it better, but I tried also a power cycle and it instantly reset it to 0 or to that the battery was empty. So what is the best VBE 3.0 graphics card for DOS? I don't know. I'm not really into that for what's the best card in DOS, but Chang Labs ET series is pretty okay. I'm from Indonesia. Nice. Are you are you? Did you just find my channel in Indonesia? Because I got so much views from Indonesia the last days. Is the Dallas ship also contains Xlil and VRAM? Yeah, I really need to get that board up and running again, but that will be fixed. Do you have old retro laptops? No, I don't have old retro laptops. I only have the Amstrad PPC 640, but that's more a portable machine. Ever used S3 overlay board? No, never heard of it. Eastern US here, it's 9:42 a.m. Nice. So it's nice with your morning coffee, watching the stream. In what year did you were you born? I'm from 1992. No, 1982. Yeah, I'm 35 years old from 82. So I'm an 80s baby. Nice, we have 26 people watching. Awesome. Let me see. I'm checking my Facebook right now. Oh my god! My first super chat from La Chain Hardware. Viva la France and have a good day. Oh, thank you for supporting me. I love this. Nice. Thanks. I like you, Victor. Keep up the good retro YouTubing. Thanks. I'm trying to do my best and trying to make my own style of videos, show you the really good stuff. Just skip all the low end stuff and really focus on really great hardware. What is your favorite retro PC case? This one. This is the Cooler Master ATC 201 and it is really the best retro case, and it's not really old, but the design is so good and it came out in 2000 and it's still a design that keeps up with current systems. This case is from 2000 build. Yes, it is. But this is my Q6600 workstation. So I never took it out of here, and I have 3 Cooler Master ATC 201s. But I also like the computer case from the 286 build, the really small tower. That's also a very nice case. But it's a little bit in a stack of hardware, so I can't really show it to you now. Let me see what to keep up with all the questions. I have a problem with an old socket 3 board. Can you help me? A socket 370 board. The best thing you can do if you have Facebook, go to Retro Machines on Facebook and join that group, because we can really help you out with problems there, and then we can have the knowledge of all people to get your up and running. I have my 386 DX40 on the test bench right now. Awesome. That's probably an AMD 386. I still need to find a nice working 386 DX40, but they are pretty hard to find. I think I'll be on Patreon soon. That will be awesome. Thanks. That will really help me to get more money flowing into my YouTube channel. So, and if I get enough income from YouTube and Patreon, I will go to my boss and say, oh, instead of 4 days a week, I want to go to 3 days a week. I want to try to achieve that goal. I bought a 386 DX40 machine a couple weeks ago. Awesome, awesome. It's an AMD in the ceramic package. Nice, nice, nice. I found an AT Radeon X9050 Pro HP for €10. Nice deal, nice deal. Vic's channel is the best, and his Unimog stories too. Thanks, awesome. Let me see, can I make this chat bigger? Or wait, I can put it in a new fenster and have it really big. Yeah, that's better. Please respond. My cousin gave me his PC from 2010 and I wanna make a video about unboxing him, but will get no views. Just make the video, put the right search terms in it, make a nice thumbnail, use lights when you make the video, make a proper video and you will get views. And on every Facebook group where it is relevant, try to post the link and by your friends and just, but don't spam it. But you will get views on any video if you take some effort to make them. 2 weeks ago I found an 87 GS HP for €3. Nice. I found an 8800 GTX for free. That is also a great card. I still need to put them in the Q6600. Hey Vladimir, how are you doing? So let's talk about my new Facebook group I have made. I made a 3DFX Voodoo user group because there was not a really good 3DFX group on Facebook. So I was thinking, why not making one and have a nice platform for the community together. So I already have 2 friends that are admins, and I'm planning to make even more admins and moderators so we can really build it up with the community and have people put in the images and a place where we can post everything about 3DFX and nothing else. So all the crap posts about other things than 3DFX we will delete, and we have a nice place to talk about 3DFX and get it together in one nice group. Hi Home Computer Museum, how are you doing? Yes, I got a haircut. Still not a beard cut, but the hair is done. Bart from the Home Computer Museum, are you now busy with your contest with Mario Kart, or was it yesterday? Hi Victor, out of curiosity, do you use Linux yes, I use Linux. I use Linux on both of my laptops, and I use Linux in a virtual machine on my workstation to get my emails in. So my emails are in a safe environment and I don't have any issues with viruses. But for laptops, it's a really great OS. But what I miss in Linux is gaming support and video editing. I mean, video editing with Premiere is really great on Windows, but there's nothing that is on the same level in Linux. So that's why I'm not using Linux more. Please test Voodoo 2, Riva 128 and Rage Pro with Pentium Pro in the next video. No, I'm not gonna do that. I think the Voodoo Rush with the Pentium Pro is a nice balance in performance, and 640 by 480 gaming is more than enough for Windows 95 and all the games from that era, because the CPU is not fast enough to drive the really fast Voodoo 2 SLI sets and or Riva TNT on PCI. That's not going to work. That could be a nice system for Murder That Kill. Yeah, I never played that game, so probably I need to try it out someday. Hi Pyro, greetings from the Netherlands. Welcome Germany. Do some retro Linux builds. I don't know. What is your internet setup? ESP back then in 2000. I think in 2000 I had my first cable modem, and it was funny because there was an oh, I can't say that name. The UPC hack, and if you put that on your system, your upload was way higher than the 16 kilobyte. So we put it on, and then we were had a really good upload, and after 1 or 2 months they got that hack got fixed, so everyone got in trouble for it. But a friend of mine, he worked that time by UPC, so he went into the computer, searched on my name or my brother's name, I didn't know, I think it was on my brother's name, to the notes, and removed the notes about that we were using that hack, and everything was fixed. That was funny. I prefer a Matrox 220 with a Voodoo 1 from Pentium Pro. Yeah, the Matrox 220, the Mystique and Voodoo 1 is also really great. But with this system, I just want to take a different route in video cards. Probably the sound card will be a Sound Blaster 32 instead of an AWE 32, just to make a different mix of parts, so it's not always the same, like Voodoo 2 SLI, AWE 64. Let's mix it up in builds. I have a Celeron 500 watt video card. I think a nice video card for us is a Matrox G400, a Riva TNT1 and Riva TNT2, of course a Voodoo 3, stuff like that. Yeah, what Dexor says works really great. I have a question. Can I post a post I made on my page about a Voodoo 3 build on the... Of course! Just join the 3DFX Voodoo user group, and everything that is related to 3DFX can be posted there. Also other websites, or if you have a video about 3DFX. It's just an open platform with not many restrictions. Not that you need to have all the elite 3DFX cards. No, even if you have a system with a Voodoo 1, you're welcome. No eliteness stuff. Just open group. Have fun, everyone. Let me see. Probably we have people that want to join in the group, and everyone that is already member of Retro Machines will be automatically added if they want to join the group. Okay, let's approve 2 new members that probably came from the live stream. Manuel and Bartholomew, they are now in the group. So let's see how... We have now 12 members in the 3DFX Voodoo user group. Nice, welcome. Great. Yes, so post every 3DFX stuff in the group. Everything is welcome. And I lost my chat window. Ah, there it is. Yeah, 12 people. Awesome. I have heard that there will be an HC meeting 12 May. Maybe there's something for you. Which has an overall meeting, or is it from an HCC user group that is still alive? So, yeah, give me some more info. I like to see it. Did you ever use Napster back in 90X? I don't think I used Napster. I used a different, and there was a different website, but that was probably before we had really fast internet. I'm not sure anymore, but I was not so into the music downloading back then. Can you do a video about SCSI, please? Yeah, maybe I can put a SCSI card in the Pentium Pro 200 build. I think that a Pentium Pro with SCSI is always nice. So, yeah. Casa? No, not no, that was just one of the other options. Good morning from Pennsylvania. Awesome. Nice to see the people all over the world joining. Let me see how many. Oh, we have 40 people watching now. Nice. What happened with the deal making retro machines? Oh, the close group of retro machines. I don't know. I'm admin there, but Sander, the founder, I said to him, I don't care about it. Just do what you think the best. So about if it's an open or a closed group, that is there you must ask Sander, not me. How do you like the first member post in the new group? Oh, I need to check it out. Let's see. And nice. Vladimir, you should post a link to that card, the video you need to post a link to in the comments. So we drive some extra views to that video. Which that Voodoo 5 9000 video that is pretty viral now. So that was really great. Let's see how much views he got on that video. Let's see, 3DFX Voodoo 5 9000. Nice. Captain NA has 187,000 views on the 3DFX Voodoo 5 9000 video. Awesome. Nice. And of course I lost my chat window. I need to see if I can put it always on top. Is that not working? No, that's not working. Do you have any 10,000 RPM IDE drives? No. Create and rate 0 videos sometime. I don't like rate 0, so and IDE and rate 0 doesn't help that much, because the IDE bus on PCI is very limited to maximum of 60 megabytes a second. So there's not really a point of rate 0 on IDE. Do you prefer the Windows 95 or the Classic? I like the Classic Explorer, where when you open a new window or when you open a new map, it opens a new window. So every time when you go into a new map, you get a new window and your whole desktop will be cluttered with windows. I prefer that. That's old school and retro. I have a Pentium 166 with an AT 3D Rage 2 and a Voodoo 1, Sound Blaster 16, 3.8 link, USB 2, Codec, Retro PC on the cheap. Nice. That is a nice mix of hardware and really great for DOS gaming. Do you have the game Yes Jack Rabbit? Yes, I have it, and I probably have it on CD, but I put so much CDs from the last box of CDs in front of it, so I can't reach it, I think. Let me see, can I find it now? No, it's not reachable, but I have Yes Jack Rabbit on CD. I have the game port card for 8-bit ISA, any game for it. I think a lot of games from that era have joystick support, but I'm not sure which titles. But if it's a 16, if it's a 286 machine, you can probably run Wolfenstein 3D from an with a joystick on the game port. Will you show some live demo display of any MS-DOS machine booting up? I like to do that, but my VGA capture card is really picky. If I send in just real 640, 480 or 800 by 600 resolutions, it captures it fine. But with DOS resolutions and BIOS screens, it just sometimes says out of range or it's not really compatible with all the VGA standards, so I first need to find an VGA, how do you call it, a VGA scaler, so I can put in all kinds of signals and get one signal that is the same out of it. So when you boot up a system, it switches resolutions all the time, and with my capture card, if I captured like a video, it's with every step it makes a new video file. I have a 3DFX video card, but I don't know a model. It's from 1999. It's one VGA port, small black heatsink, a small label. Is it a Voodoo 2000, because they have a small black heatsink on it, or an, let me see if I have one. This is a Voodoo 2000, so probably you have a card like this. When are we organizing the Retro LAN party? But I don't like Pentium 4's Mr. Home Computer Museum. And I rather have a LAN party where we can bring our own machines. I think that is for the people more fun. Yeah, bring your own. Yeah, I want to make a LAN party with bring your own machines. And where we can really show others what we build, and that will be fun. Of course, 15 Pentium 4s on the site is always great to have more people enjoying it. So we should make that work someday. Just got a compact server with a Pentium 3 1 keycard. Nice. What kind of server is it? Is it an ML or a DL? Let me see. All the windows are mixed up. But let me tell you about my retro computer video that gone sort of viral. It's really being promoted by YouTube, and it got so much views the last days. And that is a 486 DX33 video. And 2 days ago it had 8,000 views. I had some views in the beginning, then it slowed down, but get solid views, but not that much. And the last days it went up like this. And I got a lot of views from Indonesia, Brazil, Italy, and of course the US and Germany and the UK and the Netherlands. That's the four that always get a lot of views. But now also the Indonesia and Brazil and Italy or Italy. So that video is now picked out by YouTube that it is a good video, and YouTube is now promoting that video on the homepage. So I got so much views from it, because it was on 8,000 and I think it's now on 28 or 29,000. And I got so much new subscribers from that video. That's really awesome. Yeah, 28k views now. Yeah, that's insane. So is there anyone now in the stream that saw that video for the first time and subscribed to my channel? I really hope so. You have my permission to say Italia. I'm Italian. Thanks. So, yeah, it's just amazing how much views we got on that video. Let me see. It's now on 28,570, and it has 891 likes, 32 dislikes, and 182 comments. And I think I made 180 subscribers from that video now. That's really amazing. And normally on a new video I get 10 new subscribers, or sometimes 20. Sometimes I upload a video and I lose 3 subscribers. That happens also. But we now have really a solid video with so much views, and it's really taking off, and it is really boosting my channel. So that is really great. So probably I will see a growth in my channel from this video. And that's always nice, because I love when my channel grows and the effort gets really viewed. It's an ML370 with 900 megabytes of RAM. Nice. I love the ML370 machines. So you have probably now one CPU in it, or is it already dual CPU? I've been subscribed for a couple of years. Cool. Nice. Vladimir, the 486 DX33 video, which I made with Dave Pennings. I wish I had some more subscribers. Yes, you should all go to the Home Computer Museum and please subscribe to him, because he really makes nice content, and he is showing all the machines in his museum, and he has vlogs where he shows how he set up the museum and the whole process to it. So please subscribe to the Home Computer Museum and give him at least 20 new subscribers today. Yeah, of course, we need to help each other to grow, and it's one big retro community, and of course we always need to help each other. Great video, congrats for the promo and views and subs. Yeah, it's awesome. Let me check how the 3DFX group is doing. Why is Facebook always a mess? Ah, here it is. Vladimir, good that you posted the link in the post. Nice, nice, nice. I need a second screen on my streaming machine, because I keep losing all the windows. I'm working on the Italian retro community. Nice, nice. I don't have Facebook. Ah, too bad. No, you don't miss anything about Facebook. Only the Facebook groups you miss. But if you can stay off Facebook, it's probably better. I love your accent. Where are you from? I'm from the Netherlands. Do you think a Mac PCI 5500 flash to work on PC is a good idea? Yeah, that's a great idea, because I think the Mac PCI version has DVI, so it's more the most ultimate version of the Voodoo 5. But they don't go for that cheap. A few years ago, there was someone saying, yeah, you can buy the Mac PCI version for 100 euros, and I said, no, it's too much money. And now they are like 300, 400 euros, so call it Wheatland, not Netherlands. No, it's the Netherlands is not Wheatland. That is what people only think about it, but it's no. Give your data to Mark. Yeah. all the data goes to him. Nice. Hi Victor, I love your new videos, they are great. I want to ask you what are the best CPUs besides video cards besides Voodoo for Pentium 3 500. Okay, here comes my standard answer. Matrix G400, Riva TNT1, Riva TNT2, GeForce 1, and of course all the 3DFX cards. If you use one of those cards, you have a really nice gaming experience. Let me see. I got an P5A with a case 6300. Nice. That's a nice system. Riva Fanta 16 megabyte, is that bad? Yeah, that's really bad. Riva Fanta is really a bottlenecked Riva TNT chip with very slow memory, and it is not worth to use it. It's crap. Also, yeah, the M64, oh no, just don't use them. Just look a bit around and you will find a better card. I want to rebuild my i7. Do you recommend a new case? You can check out Fractal Design cases. I really like them. The oldest CPU I know is an Intel Pentium. There's so much before the Intel Pentium. You have the 486, the 386, 286, the 8086, 8088. Then you have an 186, but that's more rare, and you have NEC V30s and all kinds of other variants. There's so much more than below Pentiums. I also asked on Facebook, on the Retro Machines group, to have some questions. So let's find them and answer them. Where is that post? Let me see. I can't find it. Retro Machines group. Oh, Facebook is slow today. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Scroll, scroll, scroll. Oh. Ah, no, that's not the right post. You are all posting too much in the group. I really need to scroll down. Okay, let's see. We have the comments in front of me. Let's put back the other. Okay, Anna Bruss was asking, what would in your opinion the best retro gaming PC in the world and why? Yeah, there's so much answers that you can give, but if you focus on the early 3D gaming, a really great PC that you can build, what a bit is an ultimate build for it. It's like a Pentium, early Pentium 3 or a late Pentium 2 with a nice 3D card. I think that is the best all-round retro gaming PC where you can start with. Of course, for later Windows games you need a much faster system, but for all the early 3D games and also DOS games, you can still play that on that Pentium 2, Pentium 3 system. So for me, a really great retro gaming system is a Pentium 2 or Pentium 3 with good 3D graphics. Amiga. No, not Amiga. No. I think Bart from the Home Computer Museum is an Amiga fanboy. Where in the Netherlands are the from? What? Where I live in the Netherlands? I live near Amsterdam, but I don't gonna say exactly where. Extra tip for running DOS games: use Windows 98. Yes, of just real DOS. Real DOS is even better for running DOS games. What about fractal design of R5 black case? Yeah, that's a nice case. Okay, we another question from Eric Verbal on the Retro Machines Facebook page. I think he don't watch my videos that much. Because do you think you will ever do a video on 286 or 386? What did I upload? I think yesterday I uploaded a 386 video. And one of my build videos is a 286 from 1991, which totally over the top. So I do already 386 and 286 machines, and also the 286 machine has a lot of videos about setting up the IDE hard drive, testing out the system for the first time, getting a CD-ROM player working. All the steps are well documented, so there's enough stuff about 286 and 386, but I need to do a bit more of them, but I'm not really focusing on that era, so, but there are videos about it. Let me see. What era of computing do you have the most nostalgia for? I think it's the big timeline is from 286 up to Pentium 3 and all the AMD variants. So that is that's where I have the most nostalgia for. And what the most fun era for me is really the Pentium 1, Pentium 2 and Pentium 3 era, because you can really swap out parts from Pentium 1s to Pentium 3s and really mix them up. It's really compatible with each other. Okay, then we have another question. Will you do something like a reverse sleeper PC? So a modern case with old hardware inside. That's a question from Petro on the Retro Machines Facebook group. I will do, of course I will do a reverse sleeper PC, but only when a company will sponsor me a nice computer case, and then I can make a really nice build in it with good cable management. But I think a company really need to sponsor that video, that instead of buying the case myself for a video. That doesn't make sense. And a video like that with their new case with old hardware can really get some views and attention for the brand. So I think I need to talk with some case manufacturers. Pentium MX era, yes, that's really nice. What are your thoughts on a new second generation Ryzen CPUs? I didn't watch many info about the Ryzen CPUs yet, when they came on the market, but I think it's always nice that there are two competing brands on the market. because Intel was really sitting on his chair just waiting and releasing tiny updates, and now they really need to get up and running again and get faster stuff on the market for lower prices. That's always great. Is a Pentium 3 with a Voodoo 3 a good combo? Yeah, that's great combo. That is really nice mix of hardware. The second generation Ryzen are kicking the ass for the latest Intel. Okay, but how are the motherboards for Ryzen? Are they also up to level? How is the stability? How? Yeah, there's much more than only performance. Yeah, there was a period of 5 years where Intel upgrades were just very small every year. Yeah, I'm now streaming on my i7 3077K, and that is still a really great CPU, and I don't think the current CPUs are much faster. Okay, my base clock is 3.5 GHz, and now the base clock is over 4 GHz. But that is 5 years, 500 MHz, 700 MHz, something like that. A few more cores. It's not that it's like double the speed or something. Okay, you have now, instead of I have a DDR3, you have now DDR4, so more memory bandwidth, so more support for faster SSDs, but it's not that it's twice that fast now. The motherboards are the same level of Intel but cheaper and more PCI lanes. Yeah, that's great, more PCI lanes, because Intel is lacking on that on the consumer platform. But my workstation is an Intel Xeon, so I have 40 PCI lanes. Threadripper. Yeah, if I didn't have a 10 core Xeon, I probably would build a Threadripper for video editing. FreeDOS versus MS-DOS. I never use FreeDOS, I just use MS-DOS, and it really works great for the games and everything is compatible, so no worries. I just use DOS and not FreeDOS. I don't see the point of using FreeDOS on my old hardware, because I really want to have the same experience from back then. I don't need SATA support in an MS-DOS machine, for example. I have enough hard drives, so why should I need SATA support? So for me, the OS from that era on the right machine is what I want to do, or to go for. Nice, we have 52 people watching now. Awesome. FreeDOS has better compatibility and is open for the license. Yeah, okay, that's true. But I think finding an MS-DOS license is not that hard, and nobody will get you when you're using MS-DOS on your DOS machine. They don't care about it anymore. Your beard is looking dope. Thanks. Hello, what is with people that don't use Facebook? Twitter is my other thing. I have Twitter, it's Victor Bart, but I don't use it that much. But you can always add me on Twitter, of course. So maybe making my Twitter more relevant will help me, but I'm not sure. There's an option that you automatically post your videos also to Twitter, so maybe I should set that up. FreeDOS could be used if you want to sell commercially retro machines. Yeah, but I'm not really a seller. Yes, Nostalgic Aslinger, that's my name on Twitter. Just Victor Bart without spaces. Why so many videos recently? You're gaining a lot of views and subs. Yeah, I wanted to have my channel growing a lot better, and I wanted to try to have a daily video to see what's the impact of it, and I have some free time to do it, so expect some more videos. And I love this live stream because now I can really communicate with the community and chat around and know you a little bit better, and love the daily or video thing. Yeah, I love it too, but not when I'm video editing in at 3 a.m. in the morning and falling asleep and I'm thinking, yeah, but I want to have the video uploaded this night, because when I gonna upload it well live streaming, I don't have enough bandwidth. So I was editing on the Pentium Pro video in the night, and so I was I think I went to bed at 3 a.m. woke up at 10 a.m. so that is not that bad. I use Twitter for spreading my channel. I'm new here since January 2018. Okay, nice. Do you think Twitter really helps for your channel? Do you really get feedback from it, or is it just trying still? Don't sacrifice your sleep for us. Yeah, why not? It's only sleep. Diane Trinity 180 and a K6 overclocked. What would you GeForce 2, or I think for a K6 and TNT Pro is really nice. I think a GeForce 2 Ti needs a faster CPU. I make 3DFX videos most of the time. Nice, nice, awesome. Let me see, can I go to your channel? Oh wait, there's here a box. Go to channel in a new tab. Let's check Nostalgic Aslinger, his channel. He has 46 subscribers now, so all go to Nostalgic Aslinger, his channel, and subscribe to him. He has a lot of videos about 3DFX instead. He uploaded 22 hours ago, 2 days ago, 1 week ago, 1 week, 2 weeks. Nice. So, let's see. Wait, let's copy the URL of his channel. Let's click, of course, the subscribe button. And let's go back to the chat. And get you some more viewers. Hi Jonathan, how are you doing? Let's make the 46 to 96. Yeah, let's try it. The last 2 videos with video capturing. What kind of video capturing setup do you use? Also VGA video capturing? Let me see, do we... Oh, 50 subscribers now. 51. Yes, we're doing it together. Nice. Up to the 100 million subscribers. I need to have the second monitor for the chat. VGA capturing with StarTech USB 3 device. Nice. How does that work with different resolutions? Does it also scale to one end resolution of those switches? Before I use filming the camera. Yeah, I just I sometimes also just point the camera on the display and film it. Have you heard used H6 box emulator for people who don't like millions of dollars of old hardware? No, I didn't heard of it, but I think retro machines doesn't have to be that expensive. Just get a machine, just a random machine, start with that, ask around for some parts and upgrade it. I think building retro machines can be really cheap, but if you want to have the GeForce One and the AW64 Colt and the Voodoo setups and stuff like that from the start, then you need to pay. But if you have patience and just ask around, you can find that cards in a few months or a few years for almost free or even for free. So don't rush out to get your parts. I shall bring your videos late tonight. Nice. Yeah, just go watch them. And of course, like all the videos. I'm learning the assembly for the Motorola. Should I do something for the Amiga? Yeah, of course, do it. But I'm not experienced with Amiga. I never used it, so the home computer museum is more the Amiga fan here. And the capture device has problems with DOS resolutions, but I have tell it to StarTech. Yeah, my Media Game Broadcaster HD has also problems with DOS resolutions, so I need to find a VGA scaler for not that much money, but they are pretty expensive. I have a VGA splitter powered, that is really great already, but I really need to have the scaler. A lot of parts that were given to me or friends lying out. Yeah, just ask your friends for parts. Glad to meet you. Glad to meet you too. See you later, Molday boy. Nice to see you on the stream. And we have another person that wants to join the 3DFX Voodoo user group, which I started today. So we now have, let me see, I think we have 14 members. That is already a lot for a new group. Yes, my English is not perfect. Yeah, but my English is also not perfect. My grades on for English on school were really terrible. I don't think my English teacher will believe me that when I say that I make YouTube videos in English and over 500 videos already and live streams. What is the oldest or slowest IBM compatible PC you have? I think it must be this Olivetti M19. But I'm not sure which CPU is inside. I think this one is an 286 and this is I think an 8086. And I have the Amstrad PPC 640, which I made a video about, and that has a NEC V30 at 8 MHz. So a lot of slow machines. Building retro machines suck for two reasons in my local area. Good parts are expensive and rare, and the cheapest machines are usually too cheap to be listed properly. No info on what's in them. Yeah, you must be lucky to find a good system. The laptop must have a good... The laptop must have a good compatible sound card. Yeah, sound cards in laptops and DOS compatibility can be an issue. V30s are great, yeah. Yeah, there's a pretty nice CPU in the machine. I don't find your name in Twitter, or am I blind? Yeah, you're probably blind. Let me see. Do I have Twitter on this machine? Let me see. Oh no, I don't have Twitter here. But maybe, oh wait, I think my... Oh yes, my Twitter is with an E in between. Wait, I will post a link. Back to the dashboard and the chat. That's my Twitter. Guys, join the 3DFX group on Facebook. Links is in the description. Yes, Vladimir, we all need to join. And I also gonna promote it on retro machines after the live stream. Hey, Envelope 91. You are also the best. Thanks. Envelope 91. What happened to your TV and your cat? Sorry that I needed to mention it. I have a retro system that has an AMD slot A750 with 512 RAM, 3DFX Voodoo 3000. That is a quite nice system. Yeah, the Voodoo 2000 is maybe not the fastest, but it's a really compatible card with all the games. So it's not a bad system. So, yeah. And then slot A Athlon, I think it's great. You can of course find the Voodoo 3000 or 3500 for a little bit more extra more speed, but just keep it like this and just build a different machine for the games that don't run that fast on this machine, like an Athlon XP or a Pentium 4 for the faster stuff. Envelope 91, we don't talk about that. Or a Voodoo 4 4500. Yeah, but the Voodoo 4 4500 is really expensive. And it's really hard to find. So probably a Voodoo 5500 is even cheaper. Hey Victor, I sent you a YouTube message. It has arrived in your inbox. When did you send it? Because the YouTube inbox is sometimes a big mess. So maybe I can try to see if I can find it. Let me see if I sent on Friday, I think. Oh, I need to see that. Where is the message box on YouTube? It's really a mess sometimes. I can't find my own message box on YouTube. That's not good. Oh yeah, I found it under the community tab. Oh yeah, I saw it 17 hours ago. I replied, John. Let me see. Other question. Mafia 1 and Voodoo 5 6000. What? Do you have a Voodoo 5 6000? Awesome. This video has the most views. Nice. Where did you find the Voodoo 5 6000? Because that is pretty rare card. GeForce MX 440 is trash. Yeah, I don't like them also, the GeForce MX series. But to start with, it's always a nice card. So, yeah. What about playing GTA 3 on a Voodoo 5500? The Voodoo 5 with GTA 3 is not that great because it's not really compatible. I have played GTA 3 on the Ultimate Year 2000 build just because I wanted it. I had to set it on 32-bit colors because 16-bit colors was not working. Lower resolution, not that high detail. if you want to have GTA 3 on your retro machine, you really need to have a GeForce card with DirectX 8 support, because the Voodoo 5 only goes up to DirectX 6, I think. So I'm from the Netherlands and I'm building a K5-166 in a Voodoo Rust at the moment. Nice. That is a nice mix of hardware. How much memory and hard drives do you use? The Voodoo 5 6000 was never released. Yeah, but it was built and the cards came on the market. Some of the cards came on the market. So the Voodoo 5 6000 does exist, but was never sold to the public. I've had issues with GTA 3 on the Voodoo 3. I had to use a specific driver and it was quite slow. Yeah, because GTA 3 needs DirectX 8 and 3DF X doesn't support that. 2.1 gigabyte hard drive and 64 megabytes of RAM. Nice, nice. What kind of chipset on the motherboard? Elko, what kind of chipset do you have on the motherboard? Yeah, the Radeon with an Intelligent system is much better for GTA 3, because GTA 3 is really a high-end title. How long are we streaming now? Probably for a while now. Let me see. Oh, only 1 hour and 55 people watching. Nice, nice. Voodoo 3 versus MX versus Radeon 7000. I prefer the Voodoo 3 just because it's 3DFX. Soyo SI. Oh, nice. Soyo makes nice Pentium 1 motherboards. But I still prefer Asus for motherboards. And Abit, of course. That are my main two focuses in boards. Do you have also some MSX computers? No, I don't have MSX computers. I had one MSX, only the keyboard with the machine itself, without any other stuff, and I gave it to the Home Computer Museum. Netherlands is the home of MSX. No, yeah, of course, but the Home Computer Museum in Helmond, that is now the home of all the MSXs. They have a lot of them. I have the Revision 3700 with 6K. Nice, nice. Be really careful with that Voodoo 5 6000 because it's special. I still need to find some Voodoo 5 6000 that I can borrow to make a video, but I'm scared to damage it. So maybe I can better make a video about the system that someone built with it, where he is showing the system. She becomes a good cooling. Nice. Let me see, how is the 3D? Oh, that was my phone that decided to update itself. Let me. Voodoo 5 6000 in your hand isn't safe. Yeah, but I'm not Linus Tech Tips that drops everything, so so it's probably safe enough. But the problem is when it gets damaged, it's just not possible to replace it or pay for it. I'm going to go now. Okay, see you later. VA4CQD. What a difficult username. Greetings from Costa Rica. I have my old Pentium 2 working. Awesome. I have been in Costa Rica for 2 weeks in 2011. Really nice country to visit. Really awesome. Yeah, the Voodoo 6000s are quite picky with the motherboards, but also the Voodoo 5500 is not that easy with motherboards. Do I have to learn about HP voltage differences before plug in my Voodoo 5 to a motherboard? I'm not sure, but I think some people run it in later AMD XP boards on, but I only run it on for 40BX boards or Intel 815 chipset boards with HP 4 times and 2 times, so I'm not sure about voltages. If you find a Voodoo 6000 PCB, you can make your own card. Yes, of course, when you really are into the soldering and stuff, but probably a PCB is not easy to find. Besides big side cooler on the case, the card itself is original. Some copper heatsinks are on the back for longer life. Nice, nice. The Apox motherboards and Gigabyte will be the best for the 6000 and some boards. The hint bridge chip could be overheating, so I've installed a copper cooler on it. Yeah, and just big airflow always helps. I rebuilt to a 486DX4 system. It's fully working with 32 megabytes of memory. Nice, nice. I want to make my own Adlib replica. I want to put my logo on it. You should put your head on it, just to have your head on all the Adlib cards that you made. I have heard of motherboards frying the bridge chip. I never heard of that, but always be careful with stuff. Just see what's compatible and instead of frying your card. Here in Central America, it's almost impossible to find 3DFX hardware, but 2D video cards are very common. Yeah, 2D video cards, it's really common and easy to find everywhere. Happy Sunday morning from Canada. Hi, welcome Canada. Good to see you in the stream. So what time is it in Canada? And please, people, post where you are from and what time it is by you, because I'm not sure if this is the right time to stream. But if it's morning in Canada and the US, it's probably okay to stream. Norway, yeah, Norway is the same time as here. Want me search the dark web for Voodoo 6000? No, you don't have to search for Voodoo 6000. I also not searching myself for that card. So we have Macedonia, Poland, UK, Toronto, England, Italy, Slovakia, San Jose, Latvia, Sri Lanka, Sweden, Austria, the Netherlands of course, Canada, Chile, Spain, California. Nice. Oh yeah, it's really early in California, so you probably just woke up, get your coffee, watching the stream. Nice. Moscow. Nice. We have Indonesia. Gio, did you just subscribe to my channel? Because I got so much people from Indonesia watching my 486DX33 video. I have an IBM Think Center with a Pentium 4, 2 GB of RAM and a GeForce. What's the best sound card from it? I'm from Brazil. I think a Sound Blaster Live or an Odyssey 2 will be a really great sound card for a system like that. And a Sound Blaster Live is probably also not that hard to find. Yeah, Vladimir. Most of Europe, most viewers are from Europe probably, so that's why they are 4:50 p.m. Mm, yeah, Odyssey 2 Set S is a nice card. I have one or two of them, but I don't really use them in my builds for now. But it's always nice to have them uh, in your stack of parts. Nice. So where do you live? Gleidson de Sousa. Should I water cool my 4077K? Yeah, you can of course water cool it with an all-in-one water cooling set. That's the easiest way. Or just get a good CPU cooler like a Cooler Master 212 and it's more than enough. What is your fastest Voodoo system, Nostalgia? Creative. I have the Odyssey 2 Platinum with the external panel. It's a card that still kicks ass in the modern cards. Yeah. So are there still drivers for the Odyssey 2 for Windows 8 and 10? Right now I have a huge Cooler Master V8 DGS air cooler. That is probably the same as water cooling in terms of performance. So that don't spend the money on it to get water cooling. An Athlon 2600 plus, 1 GB of memory and the Voodoo 5. Nice. That will be a nice performing system. Okay, so the Odyssey cards don't do 96 kilohertz. Okay. $110 for an air cooler, that's pretty expensive. There are third-party drives for the Odyssey 2 cards. Okay, nice. Above 8000 points in 3D Mark 2000. Nice, nice. I'm not so into benchmarking myself, but for cards like the Voodoo 5 6000, that's always nice. Have you had experience with ALS ISA sound cards? No, I'm not used that cards. I have some basic ISA sound cards. Let me see. But I didn't see what kinds of cards it are. We have a crystal ISA card, a very simple one. And another crystal 3D sound stuff, so not the cards you mentioned. Why is older 3D Mark better than a newer 3D Mark? Because your scores are higher in the older version. Nostalgic, what is in your opinion the best driver for the Voodoo 5 5500? Because I'm still I'm busy with a video with that card, but I really need the best driver with the best support and the best options. Will we see GeForce 4 Ti on this channel? Not for now, because I don't own that card, and I'm also not looking for that card. Mm. And we have 2 new members on the 3DFX Voodoo user group, and I will approve them now. What is your opinion about 80, 90 to 150? I don't know. I don't use that many 80 cards, so I'm not sure where it goes into the video card generations. On Windows 98, I would use the last original driver or the Amiga Merlin driver. Okay. And on Windows 2000? Nice, we have now 21 members in the 3DFX Voodoo user group. Awesome. Someone remember the S3 Savage 4 Pro from Diamond Multimedia? Yes, I remember it. I have one card. It's a 60 megabyte card, so not even the fastest. And when I started with the retro computers, I tried it out and I started up a real tournament and I want to see the texture compression, but the performance was so slow that I took the card out, dumped it in a corner and put a Matrox G450 in it, and that was much faster. So the S3 cards are not that fast. On Windows 2000 I use the last reference driver. Okay. Got the S3 Savage 4 LT 8 megabytes, quite an old card, yeah, but probably also quite slow. Much less common video card and PowerVR Cairo 1 and 2. Yeah, I think I gave my PowerVR Cairo away. I don't think I still have it. But they are indeed rare. But I have another nice card from PowerVR. Let me get it. I have this nice card. So, who remembers this card? And it is completely sealed in the box. God takes. Okay, see you later, Vladimir. So, I have here a 3D game card, and it's a PowerVR. Why is here's the box upside down from the front. So it's a NEC PowerVR PCX 2 3D processor with 4 megabyte SD RAM. It supports up to 1024 resolution. It's for Windows 95, and it has direct 3D support and yeah, this is a nice card. I still need to do a video about this one, and I will just unbox it and unseal it in that video and probably install it in, for example, maybe the Pentium Pro system with Windows 95 is also nice to try out this card, and then maybe don't put Voodoo Rush in it for that video, but a Matrox Mystique 8 megabytes, something like that. Hi Dennis, how are you doing? Nice to see you in the stream. I only have a Cairo 2 from Hercules. Nice. Yeah, you should make a video about it. And a tip for you, you're starting now on YouTube. Really pay attention to good clear thumbnails with good description of your video, good title. Don't put too much in it, only the good stuff, the keywords, the search keywords, and then your videos will be picked up and of course get much more views. But you really need to pay attention to all the thumbnails and stuff, and the titles, and then you will be found. Do you have watched a video? Not yet, but I'm now subscribed to your channel, so I will check it out later. I have an old Tulip PC compact. I don't use it. You can have it if you want. Okay, where? Is that like a Pentium desktop? Because I really love that kind of machines, and I like to have it. Just hit me up on Facebook or send me a message through YouTube. And oh, it's an 8088. Okay, that is really old. It's a complete machine with monitor, because I don't have any CGA or Hercules or EGA monitors, and I have no idea if it works. Oh, nice. I forget that I have a waterproof phone, so I can watch. Vladimir, you can't watch my channel naked. No, that's not a good thing to do. I'm from the shower. No, Vladimir, no. And then someday he will walk with his new phone. He walks under the shower, and then he was thinking, wait, was this model waterproof or not? Yeah, good phone. Yeah, my phone is not waterproof, so, but if I need to film something underwater, I have a GoPro. Galaxy S8. Nice. Let me see how much views the video has now, the 486DX33 video, because it went pretty viral and got so much views the last days. Oh, it has now 28,800 views. Awesome. That's so much views on the... Yeah. Nice. Let me see. I can see the real-time stats. Okay, last hour it has 270 views. The hour before that 290, the hour before that 240. Now it already has this hour 19 new views. Nice. And then oh, Brazil took over the first the lead in the amount of views. So in the last 2 days I have around 15,000 views on that video, and from Brazil I had 1300 views, from Indonesia 1300, the US has now 860 views, Italy 830 views, Germany, oh wait, Germany has 750 views, Spain has 680 views, the UK 580, India 540, Poland 500, the Netherlands 500, and Romania 380, Turkey 380, France 370, and so on. So much views on that video, but so nice to see all the views from Brazil and Indonesia, because normally they are not in the top of the stats. Yeah, Brazil. Are you from Brazil? Nice. Are you just new on the channel, Kletson de Sousa, or are you or were you already subscribed? Um, my builds project, a 1997 retro machine with an AT video card, Voodoo 2 SLI, Sound Blaster Live, Windows 98. Nice, nice, nice. Good project. My newest project is a German Phobos high screen from 1997. This PC is for one of the Voodoos. Is that the one with the big green on and off button on the side? Because those high screens were also sold a lot in the Netherlands. I'm watching while playing on my 386 Doom and on the low resolution, so nice. What is that a 486 DX40? Because that must run Doom pretty okay. The green energy button is here. Yes. What Voodoo aim card should I use? I think a Voodoo 1 with 4 MB is very nice to use. It doesn't matter that much which Voodoo 1 card you use. Windows 2000 is awesome. Yes, it's a really awesome OS. I'm a big fan of Windows 2000. Yes, yes. Nice, reliable OS. How do I choose an OS to install on a retro machines? On a retro machine depends on how old the retro machine is and what kind of games you want to play. If you want to play DOS games, install DOS 6.2. If you want to play early Windows 3D games, go for Windows 95, 98. If you want to go play the later titles, you can also go for Windows 2000 and of course Windows XP. So it really depends on what kind of games you want to play. And you can also install Windows NT4, but that's not really for gaming. But there are some good games that run on the Windows NT. Windows 98 SE with enough service preference good on. Yeah. But nostalgic. On what board do you use 120 MB SD RAM on a Pentium 1? Because probably you're doing it wrong. Hey Femke, how are you doing? Great to see you here. No Linux. No, not. That's not really a good OS for gaming. I have my i7 full of expansion cards, 2 sound cards, USB-C, Wi-Fi. Nice. Always good to see the filled up machines. Femke, what is your retro machine? Because you probably have some old laptops. Build project 1998 need build with an EX4000 Noval Ethernet network card, Sound Blaster Pro 1. Sound Blaster Pro 1 is hard to find. SATA hard drives? No, not SATA hard drives 98. No, no, you're doing it wrong. Alienware 17. But what? How old is that Alienware machine? Any suggestions for reducing noise on the Sound Blaster 16 ISA? Not sure. Maybe check your cables, and sometimes your cables will get extra noise. IDE to SATA. No SATA in an old machine like that. Just MFM or IDE. 15 years old? Nice. So you got it when you were 2. Sorry. The last two videos are made with capturing, the older ones with camcorder filming. Do you use a camcorder to film your YouTube videos? I hope not with a cassette tape in it. Love the channel, good work. Thanks. Haha, kindergarten. Ah. SDMFM. Yeah, that's much better than SATA. But MFM and ASDE and RL are really hard to work with because you need the right controller card with your hard drive and make them work together, and it's not that easy. I have a Samsung camcorder with tapes. Nice. But the quality is not that great. Yeah, the quality is very good. And oh, nice. 50p on 1028. Yeah, just use enough lights and you have a nice image with a micro SD card. Okay. Windows for Workgroups start. I downloaded Windows for Workgroups 3.11, but I still need to get the images on the floppy. Because I was thinking for the 386 machine, it's nice to install Windows 3.11 on it, but the machine is not working as it should. But I got some nice tips about checking the memory, of course replacing the battery, and probably I need to get in the power supply and see if there is some problem with it, because maybe the power supply is not giving enough power for the board. But to get into the power supply, it's not simply open it by screws, but I need to bend tabs and pull it out. So it's not that easy to work on, but I will make this machine back up and running again if it has not a really big hardware problem. I have a video 8 for saving all tapes on USB. Oh, nice. I never shot anything on cassette tapes with a video camera. I shot some video on floppy disks, but not on cassettes. So the VIA... Oh, it's a VIA chipset. Yeah, a VIA chipset probably will go over 120 or will go over 64 megabytes of memory. Because the VX and the TX chipset, that is the most common for Pentium 1s, goes only up to 64 megabytes of memory with cached memory, and if you go over that, your memory is not cached, so it's really slow. So if you want to have an Intel chipset and a Pentium 1 and want to have 120 megabytes of memory, you should go to the 430 HX chipset instead of the other ones, and probably I think the NX chipset, I'm not sure yet, that's more for server and dual CPU. It's also the older one that probably also goes over 64 megabyte cached. Yeah, yes, the 430HX is the best for Pentium 1 systems. I have one board in repair because it is also problems with the Dallas RTC chip. So when that gets back, I have an Asus board with an Intel 430HX chipset, and then I will also put in 120 megabytes of EDO memory and a Pentium 233 MMX, and then I have a really ultimate 233 MMX build with an Intel chipset. Yes, the TX boards will uh, will not be fast with a lot of memory. But they came out around the Pentium Pro era, and when they were building the Pentium 2s, so they wanted to have a limit in that platform, so people that wanted to have more would buy the Pentium Pro or Pentium 2 systems. If you are in Macedonia and need class, call what? 430 takes limited, yes. Like the 815, of course. Yeah, that is so stupid with the 815 chipset. I never liked that. That the maximum was 512 megabytes of memory. But they were then designing the Pentium 4, of course, and had to make the 815 with a limit, and also had the 840 chipset with more memory support. So I don't like that from Intel. I'm promoting my own company. Lol. I can report you for spam now, Vladimir. Pentium 4 from 1999. But Pentium 4s are not from 1999. I think the first ones came in 2001. For XP 1 gigabytes better. So the Intel 440BX is the best. Yeah, the 440BX is really the best Intel chipset there is. Really a beast of a chip. It's the only downside of the 440BX is the HCP speed and the front side bus. They are locked together. So when you have 100 MHz front side bus, you have 66 MHz HCP. But when you put it on 133 MHz, you have oh, now I need to count. You have overclocked HCP slot. I think 83 MHz. No, 67. No, I forget. But the problem with the BX chipset is that the HCP bus gets overclocked. So when you put a BX chipset on 150 MHz, your HCP is running at 100 MHz. And not many HCP cards will like that. Yeah, 89 MHz HCP. Celeron with 4 megabytes of memory? You're doing it wrong. I think it's impossible to run a Celeron with 4 megabytes of memory, because the smallest SD-RAM sticks are, I think, 60 megabytes, and they are already rare. Is an Pentium 4 hyperthreading 3 gigahertz any good? Yes, it is good, but there's a lot of good stuff around that. But a Pentium 3 hyperthreading will run really hot. And when I worked in the IT, we got the first Pentium 4 hyperthreading in the Netherlands, and that chip was really fast. I think it was 3.2 gigahertz hyperthreading, and in the end, it ended up just in a PC where they just were typing in Word and stuff like that, just an office PC, because you can't sell an Intel engineering sample or a pre-production sample. You get the CPUs for testing, and it's not a CPU that you can sell. So it ended up in an office machine instead of something for gaming or something that. I have a B86, but not so 133 MHz overclocked friendly like my Asus P3BF. Yeah, I think for A-bit overclocking you need an BE62. That is really the best overclocking motherboard for 40BX. You are killing my 4G. I'm sorry. Just get some Wi-Fi and continue watching it then. Or put it on the lowest resolution, that also will help. Does anyone have an GeForce 8600 GT or Ultra HP for sale? I'm not. I don't think people will sell that that much. They are pretty rare. Like to see my homemade gaming laptop? There's a link on my website. I haven't got a Facebook login. Just put the link here. Yeah, or only voice instead of video, because probably the voice is probably you don't need to see my head all the time. And probably Femke can confirm that. Let me see. Yeah, we have new people that want to join the 3DFX Voodoo user group on Facebook. Let me approve the new member. Let me see how much members we have. It's cute. Thanks, Femke, you're cute too. Yes, we have 24 members now on the 3DFX Voodoo user group. I have a 1996 Dell with an early Pentium and a Matrix video card. When I was 4, I poured water on it and it produced magic smoke. Now I would like to get it working again. Would it be possible to get? I'm not sure if it depends where the water was in the system. If it was only in the power supply, yeah, probably switch out the power supply. But if it was on other places, you probably have a problem. And maybe it is easier to find a similar machine again on the internet and just replace the whole machine and maybe put in the Matrix video card from the broken machine. If it's not broken, the card, of course. So I think the best way is just to see if you can buy that machine again. It went down the side and into the power supply, not on the motherboard. Okay, yeah, but I think the Dell has a custom power supply, so you can always try to see if you can get a power supply. Probably an AT power supply will work, but maybe not fit in the system. Oh, we have 52 people watching now. Nice. Awesome. Maybe I found a BE6 in some time. I also have found a Radeon 8500 with 128 after months of searching. Oh, nice. I have had a Radeon 8500 for my Athlon 500 MHz on 750 MHz. But that was in 2001 or 2002, I forget. It was a pretty decent card. I have here quad-core systems. They don't like hard disks anymore. Is the SATA controller broken? But a Core 2 system has probably also an IDE controller, so you can always try out an IDE hard drive in a system like that. Can someone help? Oh, you posted a problem with your system? I will check it out later. Faster than the original GeForce 3. Yeah, they were on the same level, or sometimes the one card was faster than the other. Victor. See you later, Vladimir. That is a complicated URL to decipher. the Voodoo 5000 has 32 megabyte. Yes, it has. But I have a Voodoo 1 with 8 megabytes of memory. Was that sold by... Was it an original card, or did you double the memory on the card? Okay, see you later, Vladimir. Take care. Hey, Lactobacillus Prime. You really should take a simpler username like Hank. I just will call you Hank from now. Skywell Magic 3D Plus. Oh, nice. I think I only have Voodoo ones with 4 megabyte. But I'm not really collecting Voodoo ones. I just get them. Oh, here you have a Voodoo card. Oh, nice. It's a Voodoo one. So easy does it go sometimes. Do I have Voodoo cards in here to show? No, I don't have Voodoo ones here in this shelf. No. But I have some. I have some Voodoo ones. I think I have 5 or 6 Voodoo ones. And the Miro 3D with 6 megabyte. Oh, nice. Yeah, the Voodoo 1 is very nice for Pentium 1 systems. But a Voodoo 2 as a Voodoo 2 as a single card in a Pentium 1 also works great. Because, yeah, why not? And also the Voodoo 2 8 megabyte in a single card is nice to mix with a faster Pentium 1. I have to make a video of my Voodoo graphics collection. Yes, you should. That will get some views. I'm still kicking myself for not picking up 3D fixed Obsidian Voodoo 2 SLI in one card. For free. Yeah. Keep kicking. You will never get over that. Maybe I will get that card for free someday. I have an Celeron 333 at 375 on a 440EX board with integrated graphics, no HP slot. What card on PCI should I add to improve graphics? I think you better can swap out the motherboard for something with a 440BX chipset and an HCP slot and just get a nice HP video card instead of spending more money on a PCI video card on a 440EX chipset. And a 440EX chipset was really the budget version. But if you can find a Voodoo 3 PCI or a Voodoo Banshee PCI, it will work. But I would get also a new motherboard. Whoa, Pentium 1 is for my bird and it's huge thing. Yeah, is it no Voodoo, yeah. Pentium 1 came in 93 to 97, 98, so yeah. Yeah, it is really old. I have a 440BX board from MSI without HP slot with an AT Rage Pro on board. I use a Voodoo 3000 PCI in the system, much better 2D quality. Yeah, the Voodoo 3 cards has a really nice 2D quality, just like the Matrix cards. Does any one of you ever use a Voodoo Rust card? Or a Voodoo Banshee? Because they are more the odd Voodoo cards that they really try to have a 2D chip together with a Voodoo chip on the Rust. And the Voodoo Banshee was the first try to get an all-in-one solution. The Banshee was a... does a Banshee PCI and a full and a Pentium MMX, does that work well together, or is the CPU too slow for a Banshee? In 1990 I used Voodoo 2 with 12 megabyte. The Banshee has only 1 TMU. Yeah, in 1998 I bought myself a Voodoo 2 for my Pentium 100. And it's slower than the Voodoo 2 in games like Unreal or Quake 3. Okay. So it's just a little bit under the Voodoo 2. Oh, I got a friend sent me a picture and probably... Hey, wait. I gonna show you something. Like, how good friends I have. I have friends that send me, do you like this? And that looks like a nice big tower. So I gonna send him a message, yes please. Because this looks like a Chief Tech big tower. And I had the AT MIDI tower like this. And yeah. I need to see, I need to have this case. Awesome. Yeah, that same friend has sent me someday. Wait. I first gonna respond and then I will show you what he found for me. Okay. Oh, he just responded that he thinks the case is really ugly. I can't. Yeah, it's a little bit nice. But let me see if I can get what he's what he gives to me someday. Okay. He's one day. One day that friend sent me a message. Yeah, I'm in a thrift shop right now and I found some boxes and a video card and some games. So what did he find? He found this AW832 in the box with the card and all the manuals and all the software and all the brackets, all complete box. What else did he find? He found this one in the same thrift shop. The first Sound Blaster Live, but the advanced edition with the golden connectors and all the brackets and the microphone and the software and everything. So he found these two boxes. The video card that he found was a 3DFX Voodoo 3000, and he found some A2 Racer games. Yeah, so he found two Sound Blasters, a 3DFX Voodoo 3 and some games. What do you think he paid for that? So, €5. Okay, what else do you think he paid for it? €5, €2.50. No, it's not. The thrift shops are not that cheap. No, it was also not €50. Uh, 22. No, for the Sound Blaster Live, the AW832, the 3DFX Voodoo 3, and the games he paid €7.50. And the funny thing was, they were thinking by the thrift shop that it wasn't all in one package. So it was really, really cheap. So he said to me, okay, here you have it. And I didn't have to pay him any money for it. I think he stole it. And the AW32 and the Sound Blast Live are really completely in the box. Everything is inside. Better price than eBay. Yes, everything is a better price than eBay. They really didn't know what they were selling. Because if they ask like 10 euros, 15 euros per sound card, which is also a decent price, they also could get it for it. Yeah, eBay is totally crazy. I'm thinking to go to a thrift shop run maybe this week. I have some thrift shops around here, and maybe I can see what I can find. Maybe some PC speakers, maybe some games, maybe old cameras, maybe some loose hardware. I'm not sure. They are not really selling PCs itself, but we never know, of course, because it still is a thrift shop. So maybe I will make a thrift shop run and just take my GoPro with me and make some shots into the thrift shop and make a vlog around it. In Amsterdam we have Rataplan. Is Rataplan really good? I know in Amsterdam, in the north of Amsterdam, I'm not sure how that thrift shop is called, but they have a computer in the thrift shop. They have a computer corner, and they sometimes have loose hardware. In Emma they don't have old computer parts. Yeah, because most old computers goes directly to the scrapper in thrift shops. Found Unreal Tournament in a dog ball at the charity shop. That is how the charity shops work and the thrift shops. Just random stuff everywhere. In my area all the thrift shops are picked clean. I never find anything good computer related. Hey Rafter, how are you doing? Do you own a Commodore 64? No, I don't have one. I had one when I was a kid, but I'm also not really interested in getting one again. But if I want, I can go to Awesome Retro and say, hey, I like to play with a Commodore 64 at home. Can I borrow a machine? And they will give it to me, but I'm not really into the Commodore 64. Great, how are you? Missed too many good stuff? Yes, you missed the whole stream of 2 hours. But after the stream it will be uploaded automatically, so you can watch it back if you want. Coca-Cola is a water? Yes, I drink a lot of water. And it is really hot today in the Netherlands. And my father and my uncle and a friend of them is downstairs, so I had to close my door. I was playing Fortnite. But did you win in Fortnite? And Fortnite is the cartoony version of PUBG, I think, yeah. Did you test any 1366 Intel PC? I never had any 1366 Intel PC here yet. But a friend of mine has a lot of servers with CPUs like that, so... But I never used it myself. Hi Eric, how are you doing? Welcome Brazil! Nice, we have still 56 viewers. Awesome. 1366 users since 2009. Yeah, but I'm now a Socket 2011 user, so yeah, I don't. And my streaming machine is an Micro ATX i7 3077K, which completely overkill for in the studio. So I have two really fast systems, so I don't really need an other fast system. But I have the HP workstation, the XW6400 with dual quad-core Core 2 Duo Xeons. So that's my third pretty fast system. And I have my Q6600 also, which is a fast system. Voodoo graphics is powerful. I love old school hardware. Yeah, with the right games, Voodoo graphics are really powerful. Unreal Tournament on a Voodoo 5 5500 is just so awesome and a really nice experience with good frame rates, also on higher resolutions. Hi Hassan, how are you doing? Going to build a Core 2 quad system. Nice. Which CPU will you use and which motherboard? Because in my Q6600 I have an Asus workstation motherboard with even PCI 64 slots. So that's a quite powerful system. But I have some very nice Corsair memory modules, the really overclocking stuff, but my motherboard doesn't take them. Socket 775 motherboards is quite rare now. I can't find anything good with a chipset to mod for Xeon. Oh, that, yeah. Do you know why people sell a lot of dead 775 boards? BIOS errors? I don't know. I have one 775 board and it's still working really great. But I have had problems with the 775 boards from Asus, but when I push the BIOS chip inside of the socket, all the problems are solved. So maybe they have a loose BIOS chip. Come to Pakistan, you will get a lot of them. Nice. How is the PC market in Pakistan? Can you buy really new stuff? Is it really expensive? Can you find still old stuff? What do they use in Pakistan? I'm very impressed with your English. It's getting better every day. Yeah, my English was also, when I started my YouTube channel, getting better in English was also my goal. Just to do it. And if you see my first videos, I was not speaking in it, but now I try to just speak it and get better in it, and I hope it works. I use a Xeon X617 Westmore overclocked for keycards. Nice, that's quite powerful. I have one quad-core Q8200. I remember the tips. Ah, nice. Vintage and new stuff, you name it. Okay. Well, English is like the Netherlands. No, not really. Pakistan has all vintage and new tech, but the vintage stuff is not provided proper care. Yeah, do they just dump it in the market on the ground in big stacks? I haven't. I probably saw some markets like that. Yeah. Yeah, then I have the right idea about the hardware market. So probably they probably have a lot of damaged parts, because when two cards are hitting each other, little parts will break off. Yeah, they throw it away. So they are more on the market just as scrapping parts, so you can get the cold out of it probably. Then they don't care. They just see old sprint, old PCBs. The build is going to have a Q67 and an MSI P35. Nice. Yeah, I think my board has an 875 chip from Intel chipset. I need a 1080 Ti. Everyone needs a 1080 Ti, but they are not cheap anymore. I use a Titan X Pascal Classic since release. Awesome. My main PC has a GeForce GTX 970. I bought it for 150 euros used a year ago, so that's pretty decent. My streaming machine has a GeForce 770 GTX, and I bought it for 100 euros. Then I have a 660 Ti, which also supports 4 monitors, and a 570 GTX 570, which is also a nice card. But what I like to make is, I can give you a little teaser about a project which I'm planning. But then Phil's Computer Lab came with a 3-monitor video with the Parilla, and I was thinking, oh no, let's wait a bit. But I can give you a teaser of the build I want to make. Let me find the right card. I have this EVGA GTX 570 HD, and I bought this one brand new for my own system. And I have this MSI with this twin frozen cooler, and this is 660 Ti. But what I want to do is put them together in the Q6600, and this card, the MSI, the 660, supports 4 monitors, and this card supports 2 monitors. So I have 6 monitor output, but then I want to have 3 monitors on the MSI card and 2 on this one, and then have 5 monitor gaming on a system. And I think that is fun to do. And then with Quake 3 over 5 monitors, really widescreen, I think that will be a nice video to make. The GTX 570 has 2.5 gigabytes of RAM. No, I have the 1.25 gigabytes of RAM. Hi, Hond the Tube. How are you doing? And the 660 Ti has 2 gigabytes of memory, so. But 5 monitor gaming, and then here I have 5 the same Iyama monitors, so I can set them here so curved like this. I think I can make a really nice video about it, and I already done that with Quake 3 and 3 monitors and Linux. If you search on Linux gaming, Linux gaming Quake 3, you probably find that video from many years ago. And there I also explains how you can set up the monitors and set up Quake 3 to have it over 3 monitors. But I think over 5 monitors is really an intense way of playing the game. Have you got a ceramic 8086? No, I don't have one. I think my oldest CPUs that are ceramic are 386, I think. But most 386 you find already have chips on the motherboard, so it's a little bit pointless to have loose 386 386 chips. I have two EVGA GTX 980s classifieds. Bought them a couple of years ago when they were 220 each. Now they are 300 plus. Nice. Also would love to see your setup when you get all the monitors up and gaming. Yeah, I'm not maybe I will make that video this week. I think that will be fun. I have the monitors and the cables and the hardware, and it's not that hard to do. And I think I just gonna use Windows XP instead of Linux, because that probably will drive more views to the video, because people love Windows XP, which I don't get because I don't think XP is that special. I'm preparing for my retro LAN party. I built all of my computers with RAID 0 10,000 RPM Raptors. Nice. That are quite nice drives. I don't own any Raptor yet. I love to have one for the Q6600. So maybe I will search online to buy a used one. I'm running a 486 DX4 100. Nice. I have one DX4 100. But I prefer the DX266 because that is for me the real 486 chip. Really the pinnacle of the 486 are the 66 makers. Where did you get so many Raptors? Yeah, I like to know too. I have many extras. I may send you some. You can always send me stuff. I love that. So if you want to send me old hardware, just hit me up on Facebook or send me a message through YouTube, and we will make it work. Two months earlier, I stumbled upon 486 desktop in a local market. It has no memory, no hard drive, no power supply. The case was bent, dirty, and the shopkeeper told me I could take it for 100 rupees. How much is 100 rupees in dollars or euros? I don't know. Is it a lot, or is it really cheap? It's like pennies, or is it like consider $1 is okay? So for around $1 the system. Yeah, just take it apart at home and see what you can get from it. So did you buy it? I hope you did. Core 2 Quad is good alternative, pretty still fast and low power consumption. Yeah, nice CPU. It's a Core 2 Quad Q6600 and Windows 7 a good combination. Yes, for me the Intel Q6600 is really a CPU that came on the market that is still even now timeless. Okay, it's not the best performer anymore, but there was so much performance in that chip, and all the software got optimized for more cores after that it's still a pretty relevant CPU, and you can still have and you can still use it as your daily machine if you want, because it supports faster video cards. It supports up to 8 gigabytes of memory. So a Q6600 is really a great CPU, and of course most Q6600s will run at 3 GHz, and some even run at 3.6 GHz. Yeah, that patch that suck that takes down the performance. I never read about it, but is SCSI faster than IDE? SCSI has more bandwidth than IDE and uses more devices, and uses the CPU less. So yes, SCSI is faster than IDE. But if you have the same hard drive, but one is IDE and the other is SCSI, they are around the same level because the hard drive is the limit. But the SCSI protocol is much more advanced than the IDE protocol. Can't the Q6600 be modded to 3 gigahertz with tape trick? No, just with the Q6600 it's really simple to overclock just by frontside bus. So you don't have to do any tricks. No, just you don't need any tape or any tricks on the Q6600. 80 gigabyte Raptors were getting replaced by the newer 160 meg Raptor and about 40 drives. Nice. 40 Raptors. If you can spare me 1 or 2 Raptors, I'm happy to receive them and make a video about them. Okay, see you later. My English talk, difficult username. Nice to have you in the stream. Okay. Hi Scooby 2142. Nice to see you in the stream. Yeah, the tape trick was for the socket 771 Xeons, but I never did that. I'm working on a .72 SCSI storage here because Ultium tapes are expensive. I don't see any point of having a tape streamer in my collection, so I don't keep them myself. But SCSI is perfect for tape drives. Ah, nice. I run a Q6600 with two 8800 GTS in SLI. Nice. I have an 8800 GTX. Let me see if I can find it. Or did I store it on a proper way? Let me see. Where do I have that card? Oh, I think it's just in the Q6600. It's already built in. So I can't show it to you. But the 8800 GTX is really cool. The cooler is really bulbing out of the card. It's really big card. So I can probably make a really nice high-end 2006 build with that card. But you had to take an hacksaw to the socket and cut out the notches to make it fit. Yeah, and if you are working with your hacksaw in the socket and you miss the socket and you destroy your motherboard. We have met before. You commented on one of my videos, the 486 all-in-one. It had a horrible cable management. Okay, was that comment to me or to someone else? Hi, Dr. Drex. How are you doing? Can't you call Power Digit to sponsor you? Every just send companies to me or mention my channel to them and we can arrange sponsorships or a new case to build old machines in it or stuff like that. I also have one of the largest Tandy collections of computers, just about every model Tandy made. Awesome! Tandy machines are pretty nice. Yesterday I successfully repaired a Socket 370 Celeron with a lot of bent pins. So you had your credit card already in your hand, bending all the pins, and when one would break off, you use your credit card to buy a new CPU. So it's a 2-in-1 solution. Vic, if look at the ceiling, it looks very funny. Why does it look very funny? I used a screwdriver with a flat head. Yeah, that also works great. Yesterday one of my Pentium Pro Blacktops had one bent pin, but that was on the corner, but where it's not just in 4s, but like in 5, so 4 and then 1 in the middle, so that was really hard to get that little bent pin out because there was not room around. Hey Victor, you're back. I'm from Korean. I can't read the Korean language. So what is your name in what is your Western pronunciation of your name? Because with this three letters in Korean, I can't see what your name is. I think he's called Kim. Yeah, maybe. My cousin gave me his PC from 2011. Oh, yeah. Hi, RWL 2012. The Abit BX6 I got for free, rescued from being thrown out. Bought a Pentium 3 92T, a lot of 192 megabytes RAM, 8 megabytes G200, Voodoo 2s, ABA32, 30 gigabyte hard drive, Windows 95, and that is a lot of mixing of hardwares. RWL. I mean, it's a pretty fast CPU, but a slower video card, an old OS. Nice. I like Frankenstein configs like that. Yu Sun Wang. Yu Sun Wang. Okay. That. Nice to meet you and see you here on the channel. Here in Brazil, find a Commodore 10D, TRS or any hardware from the 80s is like find gold on your pocket. Yeah, some countries don't have that much machines like that. I'm American, Indian, Irish. That is a strange combination. My first Calmer said, my first PC was one that you need to drive with your power with your own bike. Yeah, Celeron 366 is the best overclocker. So Celeron 400 probably won't reach 600 megahertz. Ah, nice. RWL, we need to see a video about your machine. Yeah, of course you can push the V-core of the Celerons, 2.1 is probably safe, 2.2 and 2.3 is already a little bit tricky. So really good cooling, and you can really push the CPU and just try it out. And the Celerons are not that rare or not that expensive, so if you break some Celeron someday, it's easy to replace. If I going to overclock my Celerons, I decided I have enough Celerons, so I really want to get pushing it to the limit. Just get good cooling. Probably I want to try to have an all-in-one water cooling on my Celeron 300s, and then really push it and see a little bit more voltage and really see where I can go with the chips. I really want to go over 500 megahertz with Celeron 300A. That's my goal. Will upload one before the end of the month. Nice. Awesome. I don't overfold retro hardware. I take the max out with standard V-core. Yeah, with 3DFX cards, for example, I just don't overclock them. I mean, if they break, it's not easy to replace them and not cheap to replace them. But with a Celeron, I have enough of them, so I can always push 1 or 2 chips to the limit, and if they break, it's not that great of a loss instead of hardware that you can't replace. My family on my mother's side is all from this country before the Spanish came, American Indian. We are the Southern Apache Indians. Okay, nice. Hey Victor, I recently picked up an AMD 386 40 MHz machine, but it has one of those batteries that can leak all over the place. Will those batteries leak even when they don't use that machine that much? Better just so the battery doesn't have leaked. You can better just take off the battery and replace it with a supercapacitor instead. So a supercapacitor won't leak, and your motherboard will charge the supercapacitor, but those batteries one day they will leak and they destroy your motherboard because the acid will eat up all your print layers around your battery, and the print layers around your battery are most from the keyboard, so probably your keyboard will fail. And repairing all the print layers around the battery is a pain in the ass to do. Hi, La Chain Hardware. Nice to see you again. You missed so much fun here in the live stream, so you really need to watch the live stream back after it's uploaded. Yeah, replace that battery as soon as possible. I have created a driver where it makes able to use SoundBlast live cards on a Hackintosh with the latest macOS. Oh, nice. Where did you find that a new old stock Pentium Pro board? Or is it top secret? I won't gonna mention the place, but I bought it by someone that had a computer company where he sold stuff, but then his son didn't want to sell anymore, and so his whole home was still full of hardware, and I cherry picked all the good stuff out of it. So I also got an Asus P2B the P2B-DS from it, so dual Pentium slot 1, brand new AMD motherboards, Intel Xeon motherboard brand new, this Power VR card I got from him. I got a Pentium 3 1 GHz, a lot of stuff from him. But it's not that it's I think if I promote his place, he will get overloaded with emails for requests, and the man can't manage his own stock of stuff, and it's a little bit sad how he has his whole home full stuff. And if he is wise, he just needs to get some help to get. He has a lot of Pentium 3 motherboards or Pentium 2 motherboards with only 2 memory banks and no HCP and really low end crap. And if he is wise, he will just dump that kind of stuff to a hardware scrapper and get his money, get a little bit of money from it, and then his shrink down collection with the decent stuff, then get that back up and selling again, because it's now just too much. I think I know that shop. Thanks. Yeah, it's probably you can probably find it somewhere online. ABG computers. I didn't say that, and don't mention my name there. You missed this, but you have been okay. Do you have a compact portable 3 or 386? Do you have the expansion? I don't have any portable compact systems, but my brother has a very old. I think it's an 86 portable compact. Can you give me money? No, I can't. But I can give you really great computer retro videos. Your newest video with the Pentium Pro is very nice. Yeah, thanks. I like that video, and I'm so happy that the board is working, because I really need to replace that battery, because it's not good that it is broken, and I really hated that it's really soldered in between the slots, and that you can't replace it that easy. But I will get someone that can fix it. I'm hosting a 12 computer retro LAN party. Nice, awesome. I need to do also LAN parties in the probably in the home computer museum, but we need to set it up and have find people. And do you like Medium computers? No, I don't like them. They are not that great. And the problem with Medium computers is with the Pentium 4s. When I was working with a computer company, and I had to fix one, and I had to remove the CPU cooler, and I was trying and I couldn't get it off, and then I pulled and pulled, and then I pulled out the cooling, and I pulled the whole CPU out of the socket without lifting the lever. So they really glued the CPU and the CPU cooler together. So I had to get a knife and just try to get a knife in between the CPU and the cooler, and it was totally terrible. I built those retro rigs with a lot of your suggestions. Nice. So are the 12 machines your machines, or do also friends of you bring machines? I don't see why you want to run hard drives in RAID 0, even in retro computers. Hey Victor, is being a streamer your main job? No, it's not my main job. But if I can make it my main job, it would be fun. I have a Medium computer with a Celeron CPU. Do you think it's any good? No, it's not. It is not that great. It works, but it's just not that great. It's really budget motherboards and really cheap parts. really nice to see frequent videos from your channel. Beard and haircut, cool too. Thanks, Benny. Any suggestion on replacing a power supply in a low-profile 386 Tulip desktop? It has been one of those annoying plastic rods that extends from the power button to the power supply. Is the power supply broken, or maybe you can find someone that can fix the original power supply, because then you don't have to put something else in it. There's a Patreon error. Oh no, that's not good. I hope they fix it soon. Otherwise I don't get all my Patreon money. My big Patreon check each month. No, it's not that big, but I still like it. Will the museum LAN party bring your own PC? Yes, it will be bring your own PC, but also the owner is busy with some Pentium 4 systems himself. So I prefer myself bring your own PC, but he also have those machines, so I think it's a nice mix to have, of course, a corner for bring your own PCs, and to extend it to other people, so people can join in without hardware. Just make a corner with his machines, so we can have our LAN party, and other people that, for example, will visit the museum, or friends that don't have machines, can play on the Pentium 4s. I think that combination is nice. Nice, La Chain Hardware. Awesome. I really appreciate that. Did you have nightmares that day when you unboxed the pinball and soccer games? I just was over it, and now you bring that memory back again. So, no, stop it. It was fun to throw with the games. And I probably will give some of the games to the Home Computer Museum or other places, because I can always throw them away. I think I threw some titles away from that box, like the Mahjong all-in-one versions and stuff like that. I really just dumped it in the trash. What is the time frame as you see for Genuine Retro? What is the time frame as you see? What do you mean, Havok? I don't get your question. I have rebuilt the first PC I ever used for exactly this purpose, playing games and going to LAN parties. What kind of PC did you build, Metal Demon? So I hope it's a bit in the line of what I'm thinking, so you can bring it, of course. What do you think about the Creative Love CT8410 sound card? It's only I have, unfortunately. It's a Sound Blaster PCI 128, and it gives sound, and it is decent, so just use it. If you just use stereo sound, it's a fine card, but for Windows gaming. How old does a computer need to be before I consider it a retro machine? Yeah, in the group Retro Machines on Facebook, we have the rule of 10 years, but for me personally, I didn't like that rule. I rather had it set to like maximum Pentium 4s, but for myself, a retro machine is up to 2001, like the high-end Pentium 3s, and not even the Pentium 4s anymore. So for me it's up to Pentium 3s, but for other people it's always different. Did you get an old mechanical keyboard? I have an IBM keyboard, but I prefer my my compact keyboards, and they are rubber dome, so not mechanical but really solid. It's a slot 1 Pentium 3 450, 512 megabytes as motherboard, GeForce 3 3500, Sound Blast Live. Metal Demon, that is just perfect. I mean, that is the machines that I prefer to go to LAN parties with, and I want to have a LAN party with Pentium 2, Pentium 3 systems, and of course the AMD equivalents of it. So that is really the area where I want to focus on. Yeah. This machine is a Pentium 3 600 with a 3DFX Voodoo 3 3000, so it's around the same speed as your machine. And if I go to the LAN party myself, I think I will bring the 1998 Gaming Dream build. I think that is a really nice build to use on a LAN party, and I probably will bring the Athlon 600 MHz with 3DFX Voodoo 3 also to the LAN party, so other people can also play on machines from me. And not sure if I will bring more machines, because bringing more machines is a lot of effort, and I think 1 or 2 machines to the LAN party is always nice. Can a retro PC run Fortnite? No. Oh, anything Trinitons create? Yeah, Trinitons are great CRTs. How about a LAN party with 80s computers? It can be done with no modems, but there's not much games that support LAN parties. Only a few. So for LAN parties you can better have, for me, nice systems with 3D graphics, and for games like Quake and Diablo and stuff like that. Because I think Doom is one of the first games that really supports 4-player LAN party modus and over the network. And we need more viewers. Keep using. Yeah, I was just checking the time. It's now 2 hours and 45 minutes. So I think I will make this live stream 3 hours, and then I think I will get something to eat. Can I buy box CRTs that never have been used? If you find old stock CRTs that are new in the box, then you can probably buy them. I hope the caps are still great. And do IAMA monitors contain Triniton screens? I don't know exactly if they have Triniton screens, but if your screen is flat, they probably have a variation of it. Doom through IPX coax LAN. Yes. Dr. Drax, I have some coax cables. I have the T brackets, but I don't own any terminators. Do you have any terminators for coax LAN? Because I need to have 2 at least, and maybe 3-4 cables extra. I have. You cut them? Do you also cut some spares, maybe? Because I think it's fun to make a coax coax network again, and then get shocked by the coax cables when you want to plug it in. I enjoyed this. Please do this again. Interesting to see how you answer the questions interesting to see how you answer the questions you get. Thanks. I really appreciated that you like the live stream. I might have some spare coax LAN stuff. Nice. I think I have even one hub with coax. Let me see. No, the hub that I was thinking doesn't have coax, so I'm not sure if I have a coax to UTP hub. I need to find one then. Because then on a LAN party we can have a coax part and UTP and make a big mess of network cables and troubles and conflicts, and then we have a real LAN party. Because a LAN party where everything goes right is not fun. I mean, we need to have some people that are really installing Windows on the LAN party, because that's also standard on LAN parties. Hi Vladimir, are you back? Now I have the ad block for forgiveness, and do you also accept gifts from subscribers? Yes, you can always send me stuff. I really love that. So get in contact with me by Facebook, or send a message through YouTube, or a message through Patreon, of course. So, and thanks for the Patreon support. I really love it. I think yeah, the Patreon was really slow going. So I really hope that people will catch up with Patreon now. I upload more and forceful duplex LAN or coax LAN. Oh, you can't think so. Yeah. Yeah. And the most painful thing with coax is all the shocks you get. So you really need to power off all the systems, all the cables out of it, then connect the coax, power the systems up, and it's terrible. I have a whole box full of ISA controllers and video cards, I think. Nice. I just found an I don't know where it is now. I just found a 10 megabit 3com card with UTP and coax, but I also have a nice 3com card. Let me show it. This is the most epic 3com card with coax and UTP, because this card is the 3com fast 8-link XL PCI. So the UTP is 100 megabit and the coax is 10 megabit. So most cards you find is 10 megabit and 10 megabit, but this is 100 megabit over the UTP, and the coax is 10. So this is a very nice card, and I'm planning to rebuild my 1999 computer with Pentium 3 450 and Voodoo 2 in it, and this will be the network card for it, because I like this one. This is pretty rare, just like the ISA 100 Mbit 3com network card is also very rare. Dennis, where do you live? Here it is just nice weather. No rain. More videos is more money. Sometimes. Yeah. With all the recent uploads and the viral video of the 486 DX233, I managed to get more money each month from YouTube for this month. So I really hope that will continue on the same level, and then I can really grow and see if I can get one day less working and more YouTube. Can you tell why don't you set up rate on your builds? Yeah, I don't set up rate in my builds because I think it's a little bit pointless. Rate 0 is just a bigger risk to have broken hard drives, and the other problem with rate 0 on IDE, for example, is that the IDE bus is not that fast. So you max out at 60 megabytes a second. Moment. So your PCI bus will max out at 60 megabytes a second. So and if you have fast IDE hard drives, they already almost max out your IDE bus with a single drive. So it's not really, it doesn't really help. And RAID 0, yeah, or RAID 1 with a mirror, it's also not really needed. So it's only more complicated and it doesn't help that much. But maybe with SCSI I will do some RAID stuff. Yeah, RAID on IDE is a waste of time. That's also my opinion. That people think different, of course, that's always great. But I don't gonna waste any time on RAID. Maybe some SCSI RAID. I have some nice SCSI RAID controllers, but IDE and RAID, no, not for me. SCSI. What's your favorite PC case? We already talked about it, and that is this Cooler Master ATC 201. Do you have some HP UX stuff? No, I don't have any non-x86 hardware. RAID on EDA, it's like Pentium 3 with DDR4. No, not really, but it's just a bit pointless. My Pentium 2 has an onboard IDE controller for hard drives, but the Plex writers are using SCSI. What's the benefit of that? The benefit of SCSI is that SCSI doesn't use your CPU that much, so you have a much steadier stream of data. And the SCSI bus is more stable, so when you're writing CDs, and it was before the burn proof and all the big caches, it was just the way to get a stable stream of data to your SCSI burner. Do you have a dual AMD or Athlon XP MP build? No, but I had one in 2003 and it was my main workstation back then. I had an Asus motherboard, the K7M266D, with dual XP 2400 plus, so 2 GHz per CPU. But I already run that hardware and I didn't find anything yet of it for free, or I didn't search for it. It's not something that I want to use at this moment. I have 2 SCSI controllers with one and a DDS3 tape drive. Any useful stuff I could do with it? Plex writers on SCSI are great. Zip drives on SCSI are great. Of course, hard drives on SCSI are great. Just get some SCSI stuff and make a system with a lot of drives. They are fun. I'm closing the window now. It's getting a little bit wet now. Okay, so there's a big storm in the Netherlands probably. But here it's still okay. So probably tonight it will get thunderstorms because it was a very warm day. My Pentium 3 system has a Realtek 1829. It's suitable for the LAN party. Metal Demon, probably on the LAN party I will get a box with hardware, with 3Com network cards and stuff like that, and then you can get a 3Com network card instead of your Realtek. But the Realtek is decent, but 3Com is much better. Make a NAS server full of SCSI, haha. I have a lot of hard drives, but not sure. Oh wait, I still need to pick some computers up, and there was a storage unit with 12 SCSI hard drives in it. So maybe I can do something with that. Adlib music and sound. I have had the Adlib back in the days, but Adlib it's a nice card, but it was only music, and I was playing Wolfenstein 3D, and I was missing the sound over the sound card for the shooting. So back then I didn't like it that much, because it was too limited for what I wanted back then. But if I but then I think I threw it away in somewhere in the 90s. Yeah, but only music I think in Wolfenstein 3D, and maybe some sound effects, but not all. Do you play retro games over the internet? I want to participate in your LAN parties, but live in the other countries. I'm not going to put the LAN party on the internet. I think we're gonna do an offline LAN party. But maybe we can set up someday like an Unreal Tournament server somewhere and play all together Unreal Tournament over the network with like 16 or 20 players. Maybe that is fun. It's almost Italian speak. Excusi! Excusi! Have you ever tried a Commodore 64 SID chip on a PC with an adapter card? No, I didn't. I love retro networking. Yeah, and retro networking is really great. You should try to get an 3COM 3C 905B. That are the greatest cards on the planet. How dangerous is to connect a Windows 98 machine on the internet? Just don't do it. Or with a NAT router in between it, and don't go surfing. Then of course you. I think you can. When I play Unreal Tournament, I just play Unreal Tournament, the Game of the Year edition, the free download. And it's without mods. Maybe there are some more maps in it, I'm not sure. But just the plain Unreal Tournament. Votes on the LAN party are only I can have my I can put my floppy camera on the LAN party, but I'm thinking on the LAN party I will want to make a vlog. But maybe put my my old camera also there, just that people can pick it up and make a short piece of the vlog, so that they're gonna check out their friends playing and make a really interactive vlog of it, a bit longer vlog, but with lots of people that are doing their own thing. I think that will be nice. Time for a mailbag segment for the show. I really love to do one, but for now, probably I got in 3 years 2 packages. So, but if you send me stuff, so you have a Sony Mavica. Yes, I have a Sony Mavica FD83. It's a really nice camera. Why don't you do server builds? Old Blade system from HP, or I'm more into I really like servers, but I don't really have the parts for it. So probably I gonna pick up some Pentium 3 server stuff someday and make a nice server video about it. Have you ever tried to do anything with kernel X on Windows 98? No, I didn't. When I was a little bit younger, I did play a lot with server stuff, just also to learn how servers worked and learn Windows NT, Windows 2000. So I have had some I built 3 similar servers with dual Pentium 2s on Intel Redwood motherboards, and I used them in a network with Windows NT and 2000 to learn it, and later I picked up a quad Pentium 3 Xeon machine from Unisys. So there's a Unisys Dell with SCSI drives and stuff, and I really long time I have had a compact ML370, also a really nice dual Pentium 3 server, and I upgraded it to the max, and I played a lot with servers. Yeah, I probably want to go to see if I can pick up some really cheap stuff on Marktplaats, some servers or some machines without specs, and then pick them up, get them in the studio and explore them. I think that will be an interesting video. Just spend 20 euros on a system like that. Hey Andre, how are you doing? Good to see you. I think I have a compact server with Pentium 3 and 146 gigabyte SCSI drives. Nice, nice, nice. What do you think of the Nvidia GeForce 8900 GTX? That's a pretty nice card. It's really a top-end card from 2006. Explore them on live. Yeah, maybe. I think the live streaming is nice for a video which current now, but a proper video is nicer for the long run. The stream has been going for a while now. Good. Yes, it's now over 3 hours and still 49 people. So probably 40 have fallen asleep and 9 are in the chat. Do you think a Voodoo 3 3000 HP match somewhat to an Athlon XP 1700 Plus? No. The Voodoo 3 is underpowered for the CPU, but if you want to have the best Voodoo 3 experience with a good CPU behind it, you can go for it. I like the Rage Fury Max from ATI if you can get it to work. I don't have any. I don't really like ATI cards. I don't know why, but it's not that I think, oh, I need to have ATI cards. So I have no experience with this card. Why don't you do one video filmed on your analog camera and edit in a retro hardware build? Good video. Yeah, I want to make a video editing workstation, really a high-end video editing workstation from back in the days, with dual Pentium 3 500 for example, and SCSI and a Miro DC30, but I just didn't do the build yet. I have all the parts and I already put it in a case, but that case will be used for another build because I need to have the height in the case for the Pentium 3 Xeon. So I will do a video on an old machine, on old cameras, edit it on the old machine and then upload it to YouTube. Did you ever do something with ham radio 27MC? I have 27MC, but didn't do any ham radio or data transmissions. But I have 2 or 3 27MCs and a big antenna just for voice communication. I've put it on my off-roader. Let me see. G400 Max, the best Matrix card. Yes, it's really a really awesome card. I have 2 now, and in my own rebuild of my 1999 machine I will put a G400 Max, and also in the video editing machine I probably end up with a G400 Max. And I also have Parilias. Yeah, I don't. GeForce 6200 HP, good or bad for retro? It works for retro, but it's not that special. I tried using my Voodoo 3 with a pair of Pentium 3 1 keycards, but it still felt CPUs were holding the Voodoo back. That's strange. Which games did you try, Andre? Okay, have fun, Havok. Nice to see you in the stream. You probably watched the whole stream, and and I think I will end it also soon. So nice to see you. Counter-Strike 1.6. You should really try to run Counter-Strike on higher resolutions on the Voodoo tree. Stunts. I really hate stunts. It's such a hard game. I mean, you can't drive like an idiot because then your car crashes and you need to start over. I found a PSU on Amazon for $20. I hope I get it working. Thank you. Awesome. Nice to see machines restored with some parts. We would always make the dumbest crazy tracks in stunts. Yeah, with the flip through stuff like this, very difficult to get through. Getting old machines to run quietly is hard. Yeah, most times the fans are making too much noise in the power supply and the rest of the fans are not that loud, so... But you can roll back in time in stunts and try from that point. Oh, I never knew that, so... But the graphics are decent in stunts. What was the first graphics card you bought as an upgrade for your computer? The Voodoo 2 12 megabyte. Yeah, the Voodoo 2 they use small fans with high RPM, yes. It's via the replay bar. Okay. I need to check that out when I try stunts. Did I try stunts on the 286 machine? I forgot. I'm not sure. Yeah, some lubricant can help with old fans. And sometimes just put in some motor oil, put a few drops and spin it around. Also helps to get it less noisy. What? 2 dislikes? Why did you do that? Can I see the dislikes and the likes? I don't know. It's not showing here. Wait, I'm gonna watch on my telephone how much the stream has. 50 likes and 2 dislikes. Can we make that to 75 likes? Everyone smash that like button. Oh, look, I see myself on my phone. So, I hope it's not giving sound. Wait, turn off the sound. Yeah, 53 likes. Yes. Nice. But I don't mind dislikes. 20 dislikes and I will give you $20. No. I don't need $20. And on YouTube, likes and dislikes are counted the same. It's just engagement. What kind of smartphone do you use? I use a Nokia 6. It's a smartphone. It was 235 euros, and I really like it. It's a medium model. But it's really great. Yes, 95 likes. Keep smashing the like button. Thanks. The people who dislike the stream don't have taste. I don't mind. It's only dislike. And even the video where I think the how to basic parody video has like 2/3 are likes and 1/3 are dislikes, and I don't mind that. Last week I was talking to a friend of mine, and where I did that a video with the how to build a perfect computer video, where we just go into how to basic style, and he said we need to do another video. So we are making plans to do another how to basic parody computer video, and probably there will get some parts destroyed and people get trolled while watching, and I will get dislikes of it, and some people will leave the channel for it, but it's so much fun to make that kind of videos. I have liked the video already. Thanks. I appreciate that. None of any good 4x3 LCD screens with good colors, low ghosting. You should check out my LCD versus CRT video, and there I mention this ATEC monitor. Oh, it is here. This ATEC monitor, and it's a pretty decent monitor for retro gaming. Nokia lives. I have one 1100 here on my table. Yeah, Nokia was sold to Microsoft, but now another company, new company, bought the license of the name of Nokia. So they are now making Android phones with the name Nokia, and the original Nokia phones are now called Windows phones, and that will be dead in a few years. That how to basic video was great. Yeah, thanks. I really should make a new one and get people really on the edge of the seat that they want to punch their monitor because we are destroying stuff. But that video I never commented on. I didn't reply on anything. Just leave it as it is. Yes, HMD is now has the Nokia license now. Yeah, the quality is really solid, and the Android is nice, clean Android without any extra stuff, or it's really nice to use. I use a Pentium 2 350 on a 66 MHz front bus with an MX. You should get a new motherboard, Stefan, just for 40BX board. What PCI video card do you recommend for DOS with a BX chip with a Pentium? Well, wait, a DOS BX chipset with a Pentium MX doesn't work. But for DOS gaming, just any good S3 First or Cheng Labs or Matrox, they all will work fine under DOS. Do you want real 4x3 monitors? Try an HP 20-inch. Oh, nice. 1600 by 1200 is a nice resolution also. So, how many likes do we have on the video now? 64. Oh, we still need 11 likes. No, 64 is nice. I love that. And it is and if you watch videos, it really helps if you after that video leave a like or leave a comment, and because the YouTube algorithm looks at that and sees, oh, there's engagement, and they will promote videos much more. So try always to keep to give a video a like, or if you really don't like it, then dislike, and a comment, and then videos will get promoted. Victor, please tell how do you host your LAN parties? How does it look like? We just put a lot of tables in the room, put the systems on it, get network cables, network switches, try to connect it. We'll troubleshoot for a few hours, get something to eat, drink some stuff with caffeine in it so we don't fall asleep. And then after a few hours we get some games running like Unreal Tournament or Quake, and then we're gonna Quake and play Unreal Tournament all night long till we die. That's our LAN party probably. Oh, and some people will reinstall their Windows installation and have driver issues and blue screens, just like the old days. We need 640k likes. Nah, but nobody needs more than 640k likes. Don't forget a good rock vinyl on the background. And now we need Prodigy and old techno and stuff like that bouncing on the back, and all the speakers. Not no headphones, just speakers everywhere and make a lot of noise. Yeah, Firestarter and Smack My Bitch Up, but my favorite is Prodigy with Out of Space. That is, and then Smack My Bitch Up. That are so good. I really like the vibe of the movie Hackers. The Hackers 1 movie. Did you ever seen it? It's just the cult movie in it and the references, and it's really such a great movie. And the music in it is really, really nice. Which game is the most popular? I think nowadays Unreal Tournament is really, really popular because it's really easy to play and all the weapons are around the same level, so it's nice. My mom has an old Gateway PC in storage. It was upgraded to Windows 2000 from 98. Besides that, I don't really know the specs. Just get it up and running again, and Gateways are really nice PCs because they use quality parts like STB, video cards, Intel motherboards, Intel CPUs. Just get that machine back and up and running again, and you can always reinstall Windows 98. You played Quake 3? Yes, I played Quake 3 a lot, and I really love it. But Quake 3 is a little bit faster pacing than Unreal Tournament, and I think it's for someone that starts out a little bit more difficult game. Do you still think Unreal Tournament 99 is better? I think for a casual gamer, Unreal Tournament is better. Remember, so when in Dutch IT companies, some people called Compact server Comprak. But Compact is really solid. Quake for the life. Yeah, nice. And I also want to try out Diablo 2 on a LAN party. I never played it. I think it's fun. What about 3-motor racing retro setup with Matrix Parilla? I don't have the splitter cable like Phil's computer lab has. But I'm thinking about 3-motor gaming, but with different video cards. But I can't say anything about it because it's not up and running yet. Okay, see you later, Eric. I also gonna end the stream soon, so you don't gonna miss a lot. Yeah, but Unreal Tournament 99 from a Voodoo 3 and up, it runs really great. So it's not a hard game to run. Do you know the 3DFX Voodoo 5 9000? No, I don't know it. Can you tell me about it? Of course I know it. It is a viral video about 3DFX. Really awesome card. Use arrows. Yeah, just say, oh, okay, don't use WASD. Just everyone needs to reconfigure to use the arrows, just to make it more retro. Do you plan to use your HP net server for some videos soon? They are HP workstations, but I'm not really planning on a video about that yet. Trouble installing Windows 2000 from a CD I burned. Is there a certain way to do it? There's a very nice way to do it, but I can't really tell you about it. But there is an Windows 2000 version that is updated up to 2009 or 2011, I forget. And that is a completely scripted Windows 2000 version. So you put in the CD, format the hard drive, and then it automatically installs. But I can't tell you that you can find it on a torrent site. I didn't say that, but there is a version that is really great and easy to install. But you make sure you have all the drivers from your hardware. And I don't know if you try to install it on a system that is too new. You probably need to load the drivers for your SATA or your SCSI or what you use. What about OpenStep OS? I never used that, and so I'm not sure. I have two TV tuners. PCI might work on Windows 98. Nice. I think TV tuners and stuff like that is so obsolete that I don't use it myself. DOS 7 or 6.22? I personally I like DOS 6.22 myself, because I don't really need FAT32 and stuff like that. But both are an option. Errors with mouse is perfectly acceptable. Yes, it is. So, any last questions? Because the stream is now running almost for 3 hours and 30 minutes. And I think I will stop it at 3 hours and 30 minutes. Because my water bottle is empty and I need to eat something. I get a Windows XP CD and all the dogs never opened is worth something. No, it's not. I think you can get Windows XP for like 10 euros if you really want. What are you going to eat? I think I'm gonna eat a salad with fish. Get a chair. No, standing is not a problem. Human food probably. Yeah, I'm gonna eat some 3DFX graphics with a mixture of AMD Athlon CPUs. Do you have any favorite Half-Life mods? No, I don't use mods myself. What is your day job? I'm a truck driver. But if YouTube will grow enough, I can try to shift from truck driving to YouTube day by day. Love your sense of humor, Victor. I really like that you love it. I'm trying to best. Let me see. And a leaked capacitor fluid cocktail. Yes, of course. Oh. Or do you have experience with tulips? No, I don't eat tulips. Truck drives are awesome. I always try to make room for them on the road if I can. Yeah, that's the best way to do it, because when I don't get room with my truck, I just take the room with my truck. So better give them room, because they don't gonna care about you when you don't give them room. They will get their they will get room. Do you have a retro PC in the cab of your truck? No, I didn't. But I have bought some systems on. I have bought one system on the street, and one time I took a server from a company that they had in the waste. So I have had systems in my cabin, but not always. left, left, right, left. Yeah, we just if this is the signal mechanism, we just do like this, tick, 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 to signal. Do some floss of your truck travels. Yeah, but the problem is I can't show you where I'm going with the truck. That is not allowed. I can. My boss is totally fine that I'm filming out of the truck and stuff like that, but I can't show where I'm going. But I think we have now 3 hours and 30 minutes, so I gonna end this live stream. So all thanks for watching this live stream, and go to the 3DFX Voodoo user group, the new group that I made today, and please join. You can also join Retro Machines on Facebook. And what I really like, if you check out Patreon, because on Patreon you can support me each month with a little bit, each month with a little bit of money, and with that money I can grow my channel. Dislike now. I'm sorry, Vladimir. Okay, I gonna end the stream. I check it out on Facebook. Thanks. So we're gonna end the stream in 3, 2, 1. See you later.